As we made our way towards Zion National Park, we got to drive through the Red Canyon rock tunnels one last time. Utah is an incredibly beautiful state, and we were sad to be on the last leg of our trip. We stayed at the Zion River Resort in Virgin, Utah, which was about 15 minutes away from Zion National Park. Fun fact, in the year 2000, the town of Virgin passed an ordinance requiring every household to own a firearm and ammunition. For our first day in the park, we decided to ride our bikes through the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive. This road is open only to park buses, bicyclists, and pedestrians during the high season, and it's a great option to avoid all the park crowds. Zion became a national park in 1919 and is the second most visited national park in the United States. The only park that sees more annual visitors is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. If you add the fact that Zion is a relatively small park, you can see why it is always so crowded. We decided that we would hike up to Scout Lookout, which is the trail used to get to Angel's Landing. It is a strenuous 3.6-mile round-trip trail that features a steep climb of over 1,100 feet. It also includes a series of 21 switchbacks, many along a very steep cliff wall. How was the hike, baby?
It wasn't too bad. Surprising to have them.
We did okay.
Surprising to have the switchbacks at the end.
Yeah, a lot of switchbacks.
Yeah, not bad. It's a lot of fun. Someone's camera in your face.
Be ridiculous. Well, we made it to the top as far as we can go. And I don't think I could have done the rest. He's trying to show you all the people up there. All the crazies. Afterwards, we added in one more hike for the day up to the Emerald Pools. This was a 3-mile hike to a series of 3 natural pools formed by water seeping from the canyon walls. Another bucket list item for us was to hike the Narrows. We weren't sure this would be possible at this time of year. However, due to a very small snowpack, we were in luck. We donned our chest-high suits and made our way to the Temple of Sinawaba, where the Narrows begin. The Narrows is an 8.9-mile round-trip hike. We made it to the Wall Street section, which ended up being about a 6-mile hike for us. The towering canyon walls can reach over 2,000 feet. While we were hiking the canyon, the water was flowing at approximately 50 cubic feet per second. The park will close this route if the water level goes above 150 cubic feet per second, or if there's a probability of a flash flood. Super cold water temperatures, treacherous maneuvering over river rocks, and a strong current made the hike much tougher than it looks. But the scenery and the camaraderie made this experience well worth the struggles. This is definitely a hike I will remember for the rest of my life.
So we're in the Narrows. Your mom feels the need to check the map now. I'm not certain why. But
Wrong turn?
look at this, nobody on either side of us.
It says we've done a wrong turn.
Uh-oh, your mom's saying wrong turn.
The Zion Mount Carmel Tunnel was built in the 1920s and 30s and is over a mile long. It was the longest tunnel of its type at the time. It's very dark and narrow, and they don't allow bikes or pedestrians to enter. Our truck was a little bit oversized, so we had to pay a fee in order to get traffic control to switch to one-way traffic so that we could pass through safely. The drive within the park along Highway 9 was stunning. Sometimes it felt like we were on a different planet. There isn't a lot of large wildlife in the park, however, we did get to see some bighorn sheep along the roadside. We like to tour the national park lodges. Unfortunately, the original Zion Lodge burned down in the 1960s. The new lodge was built in just 100 days and is located in the middle of the Zion Canyon. You couldn't find a more picturesque spot. The Court of the Patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, were named by a Methodist minister and two local boys, who were so inspired and struck by the stunning scenery of Zion that they gave them religious names. We were so amazed by Zion's majestic beauty. We hope that you enjoyed this video and that you get to visit this park soon.